I was just a curious kid, you know. My thing, and I always looked at it because I didn't just want to be, stuck with all the Tongans. I also want to be, be friends with the Palangis and the Asians and all that because, the Palangis can always help you get a job, okay? The Tongans ain't gonna fucking help you get a job, you know what I mean? And all that. If you good friends with, and Palangis is just like one of those, hey, if you have friends, like if you're friends with a Palangi, they will help you out. And that's the thing with a lot of Palangis in San Bruno, they love the Tongans because we just mata off on them, to them. And like, they like to hang around with us and everything, and just keep 100, you know what I mean?
And also, like, it's, you learn how to talk to other people.
Yes.
Besides your own race.
Besides your own race. And you have to be able to do that, especially...
The dialogue, to know how to talk, especially in a professional environment.
In a professional environment, especially when you go for a job interview and everything, you have to be able to learn those things. You don't learn that, like, in our Tongan culture, you know? All it is just yate and church or whatever, and just try to keep the family business. But you have to be able to learn, from other cultures to be able to
adapt
go further. Go further and adapt.
And I think, like you said, like life is about adversity. That's what you said.
Yes.
So if the more you learn, the more you'll be able to overcome adversity a little bit more. But if you just know one thing, you go to the world. And that's the thing. What's bad because like this is what I did. Like I remember one of the leaders from the state presidency asked me, hey, what can we do? Because he knew I was working at PG&E. And it's like, hey, what can we do to get these, some of our youth to go to PG&E, work over there? I said, first, they got to volunteer. See, the thing is, like, church is kind of like a non-profit community, You got to volunteer for other things. Like in San Francisco, I volunteered to like do other projects, like how they have big conventions and all that, and Moscone and everything. I volunteer for those because not only do that, it's just networking. You network and then you learn something new. You know what I mean? Learn what I learned in college, and then I bring it to the table to them, and I can be able to adapt to it. And just network is like know that hey, if I do a good job, man, they might hook me up with a job. You know what I'm saying? It's just word of mouth, not just by the resume. You know what I'm saying? But just seeing you in person, seeing you in action as well. It applies with our Tongan community. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, I go Fie Me'a. Like he think he's smarter than us. Exactly.
It's not that. It's just the fact that I want to better myself. Fuck, I live in a fucking I'm sleeping on the floor and shit. You know what I mean? 12 people in our house, in our apartment. I'm trying to better our living situation. Better our life. Because I went through some shit. You know what I mean? And so I mean, at that time, when you're young, you don't know. You know what I mean?
Did it affect you?
It affected me, It affected me because, first you just deal with, go fia palangi pe, this and this, and then it's like, but at the same time, it's like, I don't have to explain myself to you. But when you're young, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You know what I mean?
And you want to fit in. You're young.
I'm just trying to also keep myself grounded as well. Like, hey, I haven't forgotten my Tongan culture. I haven't forgot where I'm from. You know what I mean? And but it's just like you feel like you're a little bit trapped.